Good morning. Welcome to our 10 o'clock meditation. I invite you to just take a deep breath and settle into your seat. Just move around a little bit. And take this time, this next 20 minutes, to just go inside, to go deep inside where Spirit dwells. And know that right now you're held in the loving arms of God and that all is well. No matter what circumstances might be going on in your life, all is well. We are held, we are loved, we are blessed. And so just take these next 20 minutes to just rest in that knowing, rest in the arms of Spirit. slowly and gently start to bring your awareness back into the room. Wiggle your toes. And I thank you for joining us this morning in meditation. Have a blessed day. Our service will begin in 10 minutes.
Good morning. Before we begin our service, let us light the candle for peace. With the lighting of this candle, we bring into the room the peace that is the foundation of the deeper truth running through everything, even when the world outside feels uncertain. Let us take this moment of silence together to honor our feelings and open our hearts to move this peace within and shine its light out into the world. Let the music begin.
Good morning. Good morning, Karen. Hi, how are you? I start my day with love. When I start my day with love, guess what? That's what I get more of is love. Isn't that the truth?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. I start my day with love. When I start my day with love, that's what I get more of is love. You got it. Sing it again. When I start my day with love, when I start my day with love, that's what I get more of is love. Then you go, love, love, love. Love, love, love. Do that again. Love, love, love. You got it. Love, love, love. Love, love. How about some peace? I start my day with peace. When I start my day with peace. That's sweet release. Then release of peace. Sing that again. And I start my day with peace. When I start my day with peace. And when that sweet release of peace. And you go peace, peace, peace. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, peace, peace. Oh, oh, oh. Peace, peace, peace. Peace. All right, you want some joy? Let's go for joy. I start my day with joy. I start my day with joy. Everything I do is infused with joy. All right, wait, stop, stop, stop. Okay, everything I do is infused. Can you do that? The coffee hasn't quite kicked in yet, I understand. Everything I do is infused with joy. Got it? 1, 2, 3. I start my day with joy. I start my day with joy. Everything I do is infused with joy. I like the choreography. I start my day with joy. I start my day with joy. Here we go. Everything I do is infused with joy. Joy, joy, 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 bring it down now. Go back to love. I start my day with love. I start my day with love. That's what I live more of is love. Now breathe into a prayer now. I start my day with love. I start my day with love. That's what I get more of. Is what? Is love. Yes, it's true. So it is.
So it is.
That was so beautiful. Good morning. My name is Mitzi McClarney, and I am a member here at CSL. I'm a prayer practitioner and a member of your board. In the spirit of gratitude, I welcome you to today's Sunday celebration. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. There's only 38 days left of 2025. Use them wisely. Also, if you would take a moment to kindly silence your cell phone. Brett, would you check mine? Thank you. Sorry. Mine's sitting there and I don't think it's silenced. I would like to invite our practitioner of the day, Debbie Slayton, to share our call to service.
Surprise.
One of my favorite parts of the day is starting with the bowl. Allow the vibration of the bowl to pass through you and maybe remove anything that you're worried about today. One God, one power, one invisible, wonderful source that is in and through all things, and thus it's in and through you. And I speak this truth for you. I speak this truth for myself. I speak this basic truth. God is. God's mystical, wonderful powers reside in us, available to us to use, to grow, for courage and strength, always, always available. It is such a basic truth that when we embrace that God is us and we are it, it just fills the world. I speak this word with gratitude, knowing that this peace, this power that is God, is mine and yours, and we use it to bring good and love and joy into the world. We are blessed. We are blessed with this day, this magnificent day. We are blessed with this service. Reverend Nadene, Karen Drucker's magical voice, and all the people in service today that are bringing you this glorious start for a new week. Let us all be grateful, and I release this prayer into the action of the law, where it goes out and bounces around the stars and comes back to us. And join me in saying, and so it is. So it is.
Our community is a place of belonging, calling in all to their spiritual magnificence. We are companions on the journey, expanding love's expression as we become a presence of peace. We are beacons of light, living the principles we teach as we meet each other where we are. We are a safe space where hope and courage are explored and new beginnings are happening through radical acceptance of who and whose we are. Welcome home. We would like to take a moment to acknowledge everyone who came together to make this service possible. And at my last count, it was a minimum of 30 people. So we want to thank our volunteers. Thank you. Yes. And just a real quick note, we had a room full of volunteers last night, which we had an opportunity to acknowledge. We had somewhere in the vicinity of 55 people here that we got to thank that help the workings of this center take place. Newcomers, we realize that today's trends offer you many options for your spiritual and soul food, and we are grateful that you chose to be here with us today. We welcome you, and if you are here with us for the first time, please fill out a connection card. You can find one under your chair or out in Fellowship Hall at the concierge table. If you fill one out, you're welcome to drop it off in the offertory basket, or if you take it to the concierge table, we have a welcome package that was curated just for you. And we would also like to invite you to join us for some connection and fellowship and nourishment. There's a potluck. I'll tell you more about that later after service today, so please join us in Fellowship Hall. And if you feel comfortable, please stand so that we may take a moment to acknowledge you. Any newcomers?
Any new?
Yes. Welcome. Thank you. If you would please, oh yes, oh whoa,
She's
we've
shy.
got a shy one. Here we go.
Yay.
Yay. Please join us for the potluck after service. If you would please stand, and together we will read our statement of being. We believe that life is good and that God is all there is, and that love is the only power. We are a welcoming and inclusive community of inspired individuals caring for and about each other and the entire planetary family, bringing the gifts of active compassion and kindness to the world. Our purpose is to transform lives, build dreams, and reveal God through education, music, prayer, service, generosity, and play. Please greet someone near you.
I'm going to greet this
There's more fellowship after service. Y'all act like you like each other. Come back to your seats. Come back to your neighborhoods. We have so much more.
People love connecting.
Here's what I know. We have something for everyone today.
Wow.
Welcome, welcome. Seats, seats. We have so much more to do. So much more. The magic is abundant today. And by the way, my ties start off by saying, what a fabulous concert last night.
Yes.
For those of you who weren't here, I'll let you in on a secret. She spoke to my inner adolescence, and I felt heard and valued, and I won't tell you why. It was beautiful. We had a fabulous night. It was full of heart and fun and a lot of magic. Karen is an award-winning singer, songwriter, luminary, swimmer of spiritual and contemporary music, and is well known throughout New Thought. And you've heard many of our songs right here in our very own center, and a guiding light for spiritual truth through song and music. She also is offering a gratitude concert this evening for 1 hour at 6 o'clock on Zoom. It is free. Please go to her website. You can get the link or see her out in Fellowship Hall afterwards. And Karen, over to you.
So I don't know about you, but in these wacky times, we need to just keep, I need to just keep focusing in on the love. Do you agree?
Yes.
Here's a song I wrote with Carolyn Floyd. Here we go. When you're losing your way, when it's too much to take, when your will is broken, I'm here. I can be your shelter, be that safe place to land. When your heart feels empty, I'm here. I have enough love for both of us. I know it's gonna be okay. I have enough love for both of us. I know that love always finds a way. Ain't that the truth? Love always finds a way. If the future's unknown and the path's overgrown, I will cradle your soul. Don't fear, I'm here. Though you don't have the answers, may not know where to go, but what you need is inside you. Just trust, then you'll know. I have enough love for both of us. I know it's gonna be okay. I have enough love for both of us. I know the love always finds a way. I know that love always finds a way. I'm your light in the storm, and I'm your call to come home, and I'm your beacon of hope. You can count on me. You can count on me. Yeah. I have enough love for both of us. I know it's gonna be okay. I know I have enough love for both of us. I know that love always finds a way. I know that love always finds a way. Just keep saying that. I know that love always finds a way. Can you sing that with us? Love always finds. No matter what's going on politically, we say love always finds a way. No matter the division in the world, we say love always finds a way. You guys drop out a little bit now. Love always finds a way. Let me hear you sing. Love always finds a way. I don't hear you yet. Love always finds a way. That's what we have to remember. Love always finds a way. One more time, now. Love always finds a way. It will. We just got to know that. Thank you. Thank you, band. Thank you, singers. Thank you.
Well, it is my honor and pleasure to introduce Joanna Ladd, a longtime member of our center, part of our glorious praise team, and she is a practitioner student. She is here to give us an idea of what CSL means to her. Joanna.
Okay, here it is. Yay! Thank you for being here. I have loved New Thought communities, and I used to be involved in Unity, which is also New Thought as well. And there's just so much positivity and affirmations in all of these communities. We are here for each other. So my past started off close by. I've always been in the Bay Area somewhere in my life, and my mom was my matriarch and hero, shero, and she raised me after my father left when I was 3, and I wasn't brought up in the church, but my sister got involved with the choir. And when she's 16 years older than I am, and so when she when she got married and moved to Southern California, I started up in this Baptist church, went to a Billy Graham thing that said one way is the way, which I didn't know that might not be inclusive. I didn't know that at the time. But as my spirituality has grown, I realized, we're all included in this. We all are bright lights in the world. We all have so much to say. My mom was a working parent, so I kind of felt invisible. Nobody talked about their feelings in my family. So now I reach for this. Like, let's go deeper. Let's find out more about what's underneath the rocks of our lives. What's underneath there? What's driving us? And I've kind of gotten bashed against the rocks at times. I don't know if you have, but I've felt that. In the beginning of this year, I felt kind of bashed. And I was like, where's my power? Who am I? What am I here for? And you guys brought me back. You guys brought me back because I know that I'm not a victim. I'm not. I'm here to shine, and so are you. And I'm here to raise up your shine. And what I felt is you've been here for me, and reminded me of who I am. And I'm just so grateful of that. I grew up with a little best friend that from first grade on, that she was always a little faster than I was doing those, the physical fitness test. She was always she could throw the softball further than I could, but I could jump farther than she could. But when I jumped farther on that standing broad jump, she wouldn't talk to me the rest of the day. And I was just devastated by that. Devastated, my heart. And so I thought I had to work harder to win her love over. And I've found myself in life doing that. And I'm like, no, come back to my own power. I'm here to shine. And so are you. And my shine doesn't take away from your shine. But it's a journey. It's a journey. And we are here to love. And my middle name is Joy, and that's the one thing my father gave me of the few times I met him in life. It was joy. And I'm like, oh yeah, no matter how bad things look, Ernest Holmes says, despite appearances, I live in an unlimited world. And so it's always getting back to that, always coming back to that unlimited world. And what I put in my thoughts, what I focus on, I get more of that. So I better work that. I got to work it. And sometimes I see things in ways that aren't serving me. But we are all here for each other, even when it looks like one is, I don't know, there's a bashing going on. It's like, okay, come back through, find that love, because that's what we are all made of. And we have insecurities that we got to work through and get through so we can be our most shining selves. So I thank you for bringing me back into life and to my fullest and the joy, because that's what we're here for. Thank you, because this is a powerful place.
So well done. Thank you. Thank you. Gosh, that was so heartfelt, so touching. Thank you. And now, continuing our monthly theme for November, Loving the Unlikable, I love that, is our interim spiritual director, Reverend Dr. Nadene Rogers. That's a mouthful. But more importantly, I'm intrigued by her message, Let It Fall Apart. Has anybody ever had that happen? Hopefully, she's going to tell us how to bring it back together.
Well, good morning, CSL San Jose. It's always good to be with you. Yes, no, I'm not going to tell you how to put it back together. I'm sorry. You know, the answers are within you, not within me. So let's get that perfectly clear. I like to shake things up a little bit. I like to, everyone really likes to think new thoughts unless things are falling apart. And the last place they go to is something unfamiliar, right? Or uncomfortable. We grab. We want to grasp. We want something secure to stabilize us. What I find, speak for myself, what I find is that I often go into my intellect when that happens, because there's knowledge there. There's lived experience, right? There's hopefully some wisdom and some pearls, at least at this age. But what I know through this teaching is that really time and space don't exist. The only thing that exists, because they're constructs of our own mind and measurement in chronological lifespan, right? History, future, etc. And we use those concepts to talk about what has gone before and what is yet to be. But often and always, the work on the spiritual path is to talk about the presence. So the present moment, the eternal now, when all that you are, which is all that is what created you, in its wholeness and its perfection and its natural nature is right here. When I was a young girl and I took ballet class, I was the worst ballerina in the world. I was always put in the back. I mean, I've shrunk a few inches now, but I was always the tallest girl and the biggest girl with the biggest thighs. And I have to say that because Karen talked about insecurities when you were young, you know, and growing, and maybe now. And so I have this picture of myself with my mother, or my mother had this picture, and I'm in the back and I'm like this. Like this, and I'm so uncomfortable. And why did I tell you that story? I don't know. Ballet. Okay, you see, that is not in my, that was in my knowledge bank, but I'm so now not used to going into the intellect, but to say, here I am, this is what I'm feeling, this is what is happening, and now what? Because we're at choice. If we look at something and label it, then we're going to that place where we're grabbing onto something that's secure because we can identify it. And if we can identify that, then we feel okay in ourselves because we often create who we are based on the relationship with what's going on in our outside world, right? Yeah. I'm afraid right now because look what's happening in the world. Well, if we go to our intellect, then that's probably the logical, natural, sequential outcome for how you should feel afraid. But that is not who we are. That is what might be happening, which imprints us, which does influence us. But as I was talking to Gretchen this morning, I remembered that what is ours to do now is not to look out there to feel safe, not to look out there to feel joy, not to look out there to find our happiness or even our tears. It's right here within us to be still with, to listen to that core that never changes, which we could call God, we could call the big S self, the big T truth, but really it's all one thing. Our divinity and our humanity are all one thing. And so what we're learning to do when things fall apart is not to go to the intellect to what? Fix it, but we're learning to go to our spiritual intelligence, the divine guidance, our intuition. Let's make it easier. Our heart. To listen and be guided. When things fall apart, and I can speak to this because I'm older. You know, I had thought I was going to really do a little spoof on you this morning. I was going to, so here's a secret, true confession. When I fly here, I always get a wheelchair. Because I have a kind of a bum knee, and you know, and I kind of, I'm a little directionally challenged in Seattle Airport with B1 and D2 and the trains and all my luggage, and I'm like, I'm not doing this, I'm old. I'm going to go in a chair, I'm going to be pushed, I'm going to have doors open for me, and you know, I'm going to be like, thank you, you're so kind. Bless you, thank you. Yeah, it's all good. And I always get the head of the line, and I'm always through faster. Noted, yes. Oh, and so I was going to come in with my cane, which I do have on occasion, and my big knee brace, and my cervical neck thing. And I was going to hobble in here. And then I thought, oh, that's a cruel thing to do. Because I might not remember when I got up here what the point of that was. So instead, I thought, because I am staying with at Casa Garrett, for those of you who don't know, Garrett's, wave your hands. They are my hosts, and they have a very cute dog named Coda. Coda is a rescue from, I believe, San Francisco streets, and he's a little poodle something, very smart. And so Coda likes to, you know, play fetch. What dog doesn't? And the first thing Coda brought to me was this. And I immediately noticed there were no insides. There was just a shell. And Mary Jo, very delightfully, I said, can I borrow that for Sunday? She said, yeah. And she said, do you want me to put it in a bag? And I went, yeah. And then I went to get it today, and she'd attached a glove to it. Oh. So when things fall apart, this is what we feel we look like. This is how we feel we are. And people notice us from miles away because we're not our best. So I'd like you to flip that. I'd like you to understand that actually there is a rope that was in here. And Mary Jo said to me, do you want to take the rope? I said no. Because when I show this wonderful creature, I want to show it like the Velveteen Rabbit. It's just a new kind of thing to talk about. Okay, that's enough. And because if I had the core in it, it wouldn't make as much sense, because when things fall apart, we don't think about our core. We don't go there right away. We go to this construct we've created, our individuality, our personality, that wonderful skin bag that eventually will leave us. It'll leave us, it'll drop away, and then what? Pure light, made from love. And Deb said, dance around or get tossed around the stars or the universe or whatever you said. I love that. And then it comes back to us. And that's what happens when life falls apart, doesn't it? Because when you're actually through the threshold of the door, and meaning things start settling down, because you've made a decision not to give up or be that, but to move ahead because there's a core, a life, a power, which is love inside of you that always knows what to do if you stop and get out of your own head and your own way and listen. Now, there's benefit to life falling apart because it's not an intellectual thing. It's a thing of spiritual and emotional intelligence. Life falling apart is the natural, universal, creative process of life and death. And we're always evolving, but we hold on to things because we get scared to go into the void, into the mystery. And I know you've heard, people talk about that a lot, but it's so important to bring back up. Because it's in the mystery when you're not attached to past or this or future or hopes or dreams over here, and you just open to what is and be who you are with where you are with what you have, that's when you can hear. That's when you can touch into and connect with the core. And that's when, in old languaging, miracles, which I think are ordinaries, because the power is always working through you, happen. So let me ask you this. I would like you to give me one word of how you feel, like a synonym to when things go wrong in your life. They're really irritating. When it doesn't happen the way you want it to happen. It's just irritating. And you stop in that. How do you feel? One word when things go wrong. Annoyed. Frustrated. Disappointed. Okay. Okay. Now give me one word that relates to how you feel when things go right. When you get what you want. Excited. All right. Okay. Okay. Now when things go wrong, is that the same as when things fall apart? Things go wrong. I didn't get what I wanted. I manifested, I did spiritual practice, I did all this wonderful stuff, and still I got X instead of Y. What is going on? Things are not right in my world because I didn't get what I love the unlikable, what I wanted, what I preferred, what I thought would make me feel better or lead me to more success or open a door. But when things fall apart, you all know what this is. It's different. It doesn't come from the world of the intellect. It comes from the world of the spiritual realm. when things fall apart, because it's a natural what? Universal creative process, life, living, building up, forming, breaking down, building up, forming, chemicalization, coming together in a new higher order, breaking down. Why? Because life evolves forward. It doesn't go backwards. So we need to get on in alignment with that so that we can ride the waves. Feel the pain. I'm not saying don't be where you are in it. Because anytime you have resistance or judgment, it's coming from the intellect based on the way you think it should be or you want it, and it isn't. So you got to keep your open. Got to keep this open. And feel it and listen. We're doing a book study right now. I think I mentioned it a couple of weeks ago, by Osho. And it's called Compassion, the Ultimate Flowering of Love. And he talks about that there are people that approach life through rule and the law and order, right? And, you know, I kind of say to myself, well, that's my left brain being a little too active. And then there are other people which often we categorize are more artistic people, creative people that are more right brain, which are feelers, right? They're not so much thinkers, they're feelers. Now, one is not better than the other, because it is said that God, or the Creator, which is all things, needs its creation in order to express the fullness and wholeness of what it is. So the mind, the intellect, needs the spiritual intelligence, the intuition, the heart, the love. And the heart needs the mind to be able to decide also the highest and best of what to do with the guidance that we are getting. They come together, our humanity and our divinity, our ego and our essence. Brain gym. Anyone do brain gym? I haven't, but it's it's the coming together of the right and the left hemispheres. We all want to feel balanced in times when life falls apart. So what are we doing to create that ordinary, to come in alignment with our own nature? What are we doing to create our own experience in life when everything else around us is confusing? Is our life really falling apart? Or do we just perceive it is based on how we identified and got our needs met from the world of condition? It's really a good question. When life falls apart, the natural order of creation is upon you. And it is the very moment in that crack that the fullness of life is there for you to receive, to bring into you, to buoy you up, to remind you of who you truly are, so you can take that next step without even deciding what the step is, to have enough faith. Like when I got up this morning and I put on the wrong shoes. And I looked down and I went, oh, I guess which shoes do I want to wear? And then I went, you want to wear these? Because that's what's happening in the moment. Osho says the people that are more right brain or that lead with compassion will always create justice wherever they go. People who lead by and hold on to rules and structures of what has gone before because they feel safe are more likely to create injustice because they're working here without here. And he says, if you can be a compassionate person and lead with compassion, and then you can build the structure that makes most sense around you, that works. But if you lead with compassion, nothing will be unjust. If you lead with law and rule, the chance for it without compassion, it will be unjust. So it's just interesting to look at all that. And so in metaphysics, we're taught to move away from the dualistic way of thinking, you know, good, bad, this, that, up, down, Because Ernest Holmes says, he wrote the Science of Mind text, he said, God doesn't know big or small. God does not lean to this or that. God is impersonal in the law of its being, in how it produces. It produces out of the fullness of its nature. It doesn't judge anything or anyone. It just is the full self-givingness of itself, always pouring out by means of its own nature, because it doesn't know anything outside of it, because there isn't anything outside of it. And so if we move ourselves into that when things fall apart at the most fertile creative moment in our life, then we are being self-responsible. Then we're actually one with our own spiritual authority. I want to give you a little example. Two-dimensional thinkers, maybe the thinkers that just use the left brain, logic, rules, they're going to make sense out of this. So pretend this lipstick tube is on top of a projector screen, and you've got a blank page or slate here. When the observer looks down, they see a circle. And so the conclusion they come to is that because it's the shape of a circle, whatever is on the projector screen has to be a circle shape. But if you lay it like this on top of the projector screen, and the same person looks down and looks and goes, oh, no, that's not a circle. It's a tube or an oval. Right? But they're looking with logic. And the truth is, it isn't either. So if we can work with our intelligence and our spiritual intelligence together, then that wonderful middle way, not this, not that, not what has gone before, not what you dream of, but something entirely new, can guide us forward. It's so exhausting to try to grasp and not be with what is happening when you think of it. Dr. Holmes says you don't need to fix anything, let alone yourself. You don't need to fix anything. The only thing that needs to happen is something new needs to be revealed through you. Now, doesn't that put a different spin on how you look at yourself, or how you did the last time when you looked in the mirror or chided yourself or judged yourself? And how does that make you feel when you look at what's happening outside in the world? It's harder, I know. Why? Because you can't control it on the level of which it exists. You can only control it in the spiritual realm to create a new mental atmosphere, a new attitude with which you walk in the world to, as Joanna says, really shine the light. And then by being and doing that, things shift in your perception and your relationship with the conditional world. And interestingly enough, truth recognizes truth. God starts seeing God. Kindness starts calling forward kindness. The law of attraction, the law of correspondence. So I'm going to conclude here because I've given you a lot to think about. Hopefully, I've helped you feel just a little more settled in what's possible when things fall apart. And everything that goes wrong is not such a big deal. And when things fall apart, it is a big deal. It's a big deal because that's the place where you and God meet. And you're not just trying to deal with fixing a condition on the level of which it exists. You're going in and listening and feeling and loving. And with love, all things are possible. So I leave you with this last word, and it's a Nikki word. Most people don't like this word. But I hope today you'll build a new relationship with it. And it is called surrender. So I'm going to ask you to join me in this conscious field of love. As we close today with a songful prayer. I surrender. I trust and I know that as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. I surrender. Sing it to yourself. I trust and I know that as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. One more time quietly. I surrender. I trust and I know that as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. Repeat. I fall into the arms of love. Life is blessing, and so are you, and so am I, and so it is.
There it is. Oh yes, the no longer and not yet. Floating into the mystery. Let go of the shore and let the water carry you. Let go of the shore. Float into the mystery. Can you sing that with me? Let go of the shore. Let the water and let the water carry you. Let go of the shore. Float into the mystery. You have all you need. It's all inside of you. Close your eyes and breathe and know that you are safe. Let go of the shore and let the water carry you. Let go of the shore. Float into the mystery. Sing that again. Let go of the shore and let the water carry you. Let go of the shore. no need to make a plan. Your heart will be your compass. Just lift your sails in faith and trust that you will arrive. Let go of the shore and let the water carry you. Let go of the shore, float into the mystery. Do that again. Let go of the shore and let the water carry you. Let go. Just float. 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 Thank you.
Thank you, Karen and Reverend Nadine, for your inspiring music and conversation. And thank you, Reverend Nadine, for reminding me that when things fall apart, I can just go into my heart and listen and be guided. See, I told you she'd tell us how to do it.
Tried not to.
And continuing our monthly theme, Loving the Unlikable, next week will be Reverend Nadine speaking on the soul of an octopus. Grateful for kith and kin. Can hardly wait to hear that. Along with Reverend Michelle Jordan and our praise team and house band. So, now it is time for our conscious giving and an opportunity to participate in the law of circulation. We know that even though we have been taught it is better to receive than to give, the most important idea is often missed. Knowing that we must receive first in order to give from a feeling of abundance. So we invite you to receive a blessing of joy from your higher self. Keep it with you all week long and remember how much you are loved. Once you have drawn your joy blessing from the small black basket, you will be able to give your offering into the larger second basket to complete the law of circulation through giving back. Ushers, please circulate the baskets.
God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything that I'm ever gonna need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything, everything, everything that I'm ever gonna need. 1, 2, 3. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Let me hear you singing now. God is my source. Oh yeah. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Sing it out now. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything. Let's go to love is my source. Love is my source. Love is my power. Love gives me everything I'm ever gonna need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Love gives me everything. I go back to God now. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give for all my blessings. God gives me Now repeat that line. Repeat that line. God gives me everything I need. Let me do that again. God gives me everything. Now, band, bring it down a little bit. Bring it down. God gives me everything. Now, you hearing what you're saying? God gives me everything. 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 God gives me everything. Put it in your heart now. God gives me everything I need. Everything. When you don't know how you're going to pay your bills. Everything. When Christmas is coming up and you're thinking, what do I need? Everything I need. Everything. Everything I need. From the top. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything. All right, let's sing it one more time. God is my source. Really declare it. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks. Here we go. For all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Everything.
I invite you to invoke the feeling of gratitude through thoughts of life's abundance right where you are, allowing it to fill you and the space around you. As your power has words, as your word has power, both, please join us in blessing the offertory by saying together our prosperity affirmation. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and my belief. It does great work in the world, and it returns to me multiplied abundantly. And last but not least, a variety of ways to connect. We have a little something for everybody today, a little shopping, a little nourishment. We've had amazing music, and there's so much more. Our 2026 membership pledge drive is on. This is a time for you to consciously choose to be an active part of CSL San Jose as we build our future together and the value given and received within the spiritual community. If you are renewing your membership, please visit the website and click the link. If you want more information about membership, visit our website page and sign up for our virtual Quick Start session on December 8th to learn more about our teachings and our center. Bowls of gratitude. Last day for the silent bowl auction. Get your bids in. It is closing after the potluck today. Also, following the bowls, after you get your bowl and you've bid on it and you've got it, then on Wednesday we will have our Thanksgiving Eve soup service right here in Fellowship Hall from 5:30 to 7:30. Sign up. You can bring soup, bread, or desserts. We do want to break bread together. We do not want everyone bringing just bread. So there are opportunities. Please sign up. And you can sign up at either the concierge or while you're perusing to find which bowl you wish to bid on. There are also sign-up sheets there. Soul Collage. Sunday workshop is back. Where is she? Is she in the room? Deb? There she is. December 14th from 12 to 3. Join us on a playful journey. Everything with Deb is playful. To get out of our heads and into our heart, to fearlessly express your magical soul. All materials will be provided. There is a $35 fee. Collagers and non-collagers welcome. I had to practice that word. So please join us for that fun event. And by the way, wanted to mention there will be no meditation this Friday. November 28th, due to the Thanksgiving holiday, they will resume afterwards. And Audrey, may I welcome you up? Look at our little elf coming up. I think she has something elf-like to say.
Hi, it's that time of the year, Family Giving Tree. Every year we collect gifts for children, seniors. I want to encourage you to bring your inner elf out. We will have elves out there for you to take a gift card and you bring it back with a gift. And next week will be the last day. So next Sunday will be the last to give a gift and a smile to another person's face. Thank you.
Special reminder, Rising in Consciousness, new night for just this month, Tuesday the 25th, due to the Thanksgiving events. The community potluck, I think I mentioned something about this earlier. Come join us after service today. Everyone is welcome, whether you brought something to share or not. Please join us in Fellowship Hall. And links to register for these events can be found at our website calendar at www.sclsj.org or visit our concierge desk in the community corner in Fellowship Hall. Remember that you can find a copy of today's recording of the celebration service on our website, YouTube channel, and our Facebook page. Please click and share others and invite others to join in. Wow, I am looking at the most amazing, beautiful faces of our youth and teens at the back of the sanctuary. Will the practitioners in service today please stand? All practitioners, please stand. And look for someone wearing one of the purple stoles like mine. They'll be available after service for prayer support. We also have a community prayer box at the back of the sanctuary, and you can write a prayer, put it into the box, and know that your prayer will be throughout the week by our Ministry of Prayer team. Look at all these beautiful faces joining me up at the front.
So many.
Yay. Karen Fedor. This way. Oops.
I invite you to please stand and join us in these affirmations. Love always finds a way.
Love always finds a way.
I am open to what is, and my heart is my compass.
I am open to what is, and my heart is my compass.
Something new is revealed through me.
Something new is revealed through me.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. That's the whole thing. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new. All right, put your hands together. Let's go a cappella now. Let there be peace. Let me hear you now. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. Let me hear you. I am a stand for joy. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Now. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. let there be joy. I am. Now 3 times we're going to say, we are making a new world now. Do that again. We are making a new world now. We are making a new world now.
Thank you for joining us today. Have a beautiful, safe, wonderful Thanksgiving time of gratitude, and we will see you next week.
Happy bowls.